The town is quiet. There's a few cars around, yes, but it's a different feeling. It's a different feeling in the town. It's it's hard to say. It's like a shock. Everybody's still in shock.
One of the victims, a 12-year-old, you knew him. You knew him well.
Yes, I did.
Tell me about him.
Bill has come to church every Sunday. Always a smile on his face. Pleasant boy. He was a friend with my grandson, and my grandson would come here every summer for a holiday, and they would hang together, go biking, and play games, whatever they did, and so it sort of impacted us as a family. I haven't told my grandson yet. That's going to be tough.
Have you had any contact with the family since?
Yes.
And so what do you say to them?
When I went there this morning, all I could say was I'm sorry and just hug them. Lots of crying, and just not much you can say. And all I could say was just ask God to give them peace. And in their faith, I know they have that peace, but it's still so difficult because you ask questions like why. So, but you just got to trust.
Well, there was a mass shooting in Canada today. According to major media outlets, a woman killed 9 and injured 25 more, specifically in the province of British Columbia. But as a woman myself, I'd appreciate it if we didn't artificially increase female homicide rates against children. And I don't really care about the feelings of a murderer, so I'm gonna call a spade a spade. The truth is that an 18-year-old man named Jesse fatally his mother and stepbrother before taking the lives of 6 others in the Tumbler Ridge Secondary School library. He then took his own life. Police don't have a motive for who they're calling a gun person, but we know that they visited the suspect's home multiple times in response to mental health calls. The suspect was also taken in for multiple health assessments, and they've previously seized firearms from his home. Obviously, this is terribly tragic for the families of these victims. Canada, with its very strict firearm laws, should be case in point for how control works, but unfortunately it did not in this case. Apparently, the suspect, Jesse, had a YouTube channel. And if you recognize that UWU pattern, that's a furry code word. It's frequently circulated in their online chat rooms. OWO was engraved on one of the casings that unalived Charlie Kirk. So that's something to look out for. Also, this Jesse had apparently been transitioning since he was 12. So what's obvious is there's a very sad and unsettling trend occurring here, and people get real mad at you for pointing it out. But the truth is that with this rise in trans ideology, which coincides with higher levels of anxiety and depression, we're seeing more and more of these violent attacks. The suspect in Charlie's case, Tyler Robinson, had a furry obsession, lived with a trans boyfriend. The Annunciation Catholic Church in Minnesota, the Nashville Christian School, the Lakewood Church, the Denver School, the Aberdeen incident. A lot of these incidents were unfortunately at the hands of a certain group of individuals. And that's not to demonize any group, that's just to point out a trend that we should not ignore, but instead try to fix. These people need help. Not cosmetic surgery or hormones, but true help that gets to the root of the issue. It is not empathy to ignore what's happening and let the situation get worse.